INEC don't start again, oh. Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC don't start again. The chairman of INEC is on social media again, talking tough and speaking English. The last one he started, he hasn't completed it. They are now saying that they will follow the rules, they will follow the electoral laws to provide real-time uploading of results to IREV. You pay me, sha. If INEC, Yakubu Mahmood and all his commissioners and all his returning officers, if they are not the biggest fraud of 2023, I wonder who will be. I'm telling you, I'm not a fan of Bauer, the former EFCC chair. Neither do I regard Godwin Emefiele. I think Godwin Emefiele was the worst CBN governor we've had in the last 20 years of our nascent democracy. Worst. I'm not a fan. But I can tell you, if you give Nigerians a chance to choose who is the worst criminal or who should be in jail between Yakubu Mahmood, Bauer, and Emefiele, you'll be shocked that 99.9% of Nigerians, apart from the very few minute disordered mind in that camp, that will pick anybody apart from Mahmood. Because even those of you that are in Tinubu's camp that benefited from this fraud of election would agree that Yakubu is a very weak administrator, very weak one. Because of what was all this? And that's where we are. I've said that severally. If this country must progress, then the most important institution in this country that must get up and get fast is INEC. The problem of this country as it were today is a product of a failure of INEC to waking up to its responsibility of providing free, fair, and credible elections in this country. And that truth must be said. It must be said clearly. And that's the fact. I can tell you, take that to the bank. If INEC gets, you see, some of you benefited from the INEC madness right now, and then you are enjoying, you are going agog, you are celebrating, you are writing, P-Bat, President Bat, no other. But remember that in a couple of weeks or months, and if it hasn't even happened, if your family member dies of negligence or no proper medical care in this country, it is INEC that casts it, and you're a corroborator. If the police force continues to have extrajudicial killings, as well as continue to profile and deal with young people on the street without due diligence, and continue to harass, intimidate, and oppress innocent Nigerians just because they are hungry and they want to satisfy the hunger and thirst of their boss to bring commission from daily marketing and networking, it is INEC that causes it, and you're a corroborator. Because if you have a sound, sane electoral system, a lot of the nonsense happening in this country would have been fixed. Go and tell me. And I'm not saying messiahs will come from anywhere. I'm saying that when people begin to know that it is actually the elections that determines who governs, people will sit up and deliver goods. That's the fact. All the progress we made from Goodluck Jonathan's term as president of this country, progress electorally, right? Electoral progress we made, to the point that an incumbent president was defeated. This man, Yakubu Mahmood, took us back 100 years to the time where we were in the bushes and villages, where we would not have nascent development and civilization. That's the point. That's the point that Yakubu took us to. And it was embarrassing. Of course, problem in the media, problem of infrastructures, problem of sports development, problem of entertainment funding to ensure that we explore the opportunities we have in the entertainment industry to the zenith with government support and leadership. INEC caused it. INEC is a major problem to why Nigeria is where we are. Because if our leader, I'm telling you, the 1999 Constitution that is now being referred to as the most useless document ever, currently, that should be amended by force, INEC has put us here. Because you know why? If INEC allows a free, fair, and credible election, people will sit in the floor of the National Assembly and debate issues that borders about this country and not consider themselves with how to be approving loans for an inept, ineffective, inefficient, wicked set of leaders who do not have any ideas but loans and oil money only. And it cost it. We may not have a Messiah, but see, having a free, fair, and credible elections will make this country begin to sit up, because you will know you have got a 4-year term. That is the people that will elect you or not elect you. So you will do everything to asking the people. So we will not have interaction between government and the people, INEC. Where people can wake up and say that I will win, INEC. Where people would leave the problems of this country and begin to adjudicate into world problems and begin to converse on how to solve other sovereign nations' problems. INEC cost it. If we want to get this country right, let's get INEC right. Those of you in Kogi, Bayelsa, Imo State, you know my level of influence currently on social media. I'm not being careful to say a couple of things because it can discourage. It has its implications, of course, if you ask me. Until we get an INEC right, we should stop doing elections in this country. Until we get... See, the problem is that... I don't want to discourage you now. I want to go vote. You guys should go and vote. But same old story. I'm not saying all elections in Nigeria have been rigged. But you see, when 90% of the elections are determined by the commission and how they decide to deal with it, there's a problem. We must have process, procedure, rules, laws that should govern our elections ahead and adjudicated. And if for any reason there is a fault, there is a loophole, there is a lacuna, there is a problem somewhere, INEC should be open enough to say, please, court, nullify this election because we contributed to this problem. How can you take over 300 billion naira from taxpayers' money and do a shambolic election, and yet people are on the street celebrating them because it benefited you? INEC may have benefited you, but insecurity in this country will also benefit you and your family too, because you supported them. People cannot travel on road in this country. The price for flight is exorbitantly high. You can't even imagine how doing a local flight between 2 hours distances to and fro will cost up to about 200,000 naira. And it costs it. Where we cannot manufacture what we are supposed to be using in this country. Where we are backward as a people. Where we cannot even stand. Look at what Ghana is doing. Look at what South Africa is doing. Look at what Morocco is doing. They're in Africa. So Africa is not the one caused. We should ask Nigeria questions. INEC is our problem. So now that INEC is saying that they want to do this, again, Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo State is the case for residents. God will help. Now God and